Everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today, well, this and a couple other clips that aren't today but were previous, but you get what I mean. In any case, today is my decorate with me. So we are turning this entire house into a Tim Burton inspired winter Wonderland. I did Winter Wonderland as a theme last year, but essentially a Tim Burton inspired winter holiday. How about that? So I mentioned this already in my first Vlogmas video, so if you want some more background information, I have that on my channel already. So the living room area is going to be Nightmare Before Christmas themed. The dining room, kitchen, and coffee bar area is going to still stay as Nevermore Academy, which was my Samhain and Halloween theme, but we're gonna winterize it a little bit. Reason being is because I love this decor so much, and it is really easy to turn it from Halloween into a spooky winter season and situation. So I actually already have some stuff done that I've been doing since late November. That would be the tree and a little bit of the living room. And I do already have some of the garland up in the kitchen, mostly because I had the spare time. And also I knew it would take me the longest thing to do. So everything else I have yet to do. So that's what we're going to do today. Now, you might notice me changing outfits. That's because I expect this to take no less than 2 days. So today and then tomorrow. All right, that is the goal. Whether or not that actually fully happens is still up in the air, but we're gonna try. So I'm gonna take you along for this mess because, of course, to do this right, the house has to be a disaster first. Trust the process. All right, so what I mean by disaster first is I still have all of these boxes here. I'm not gonna use all of this stuff, mind you, but I need to figure out what I want to take from here and put it around the house. Like I said, the tree is done. I do have my coffee table piece done. There's still some mess over here, but the Jack and Sally are from Walgreens years ago. The sleigh and the greenery in the sleigh, as well as the gift, are from Michael's from 2 years ago. And that little white pumpkin is from At Home this year. Keeping it simple, but we are keeping up all of these pumpkins. I also have a plan here as well. This will be a separate video if this works. So I'm gonna try the viral TikTok trend of putting garland around shower rods. I have plenty of it, so we're gonna see what happens. Okay, so for the table, as I mentioned earlier, I really liked, actually I don't know if I mentioned this in this video or one of my Vlogmas videos. In any case, I'll reiterate. I really liked my Samhain and Halloween decor. I really liked how it turned out, specifically here on the table, as well as the coffee bar. So I'm actually reusing most of it with a couple of tweaks. So we're just gonna winterize a couple of things and then go from there. So instead of everything being a color palette of white, black, and purple, we're doing white, black, and red. I may add a few white branches and things. I've picked those up last year, but I probably won't. Maybe not for this, but maybe for the coffee bar. I just have a lot of things that are gonna be dealing with the coffee bar this time around. So that one's gonna be the big experiment. So as for this, let's get started. Although I have a feeling it might also be a mess. No glitter, but when you're dealing with faux fur, fur's gonna get everywhere. This is faux rabbit fur. I just picked it up from Joann's and I just cut it to the length I needed. Because I cut it and I didn't do anything else to it, it still sheds. That's the only downside of this. So I shook this out as best as I could, specifically because I was fairly certain there was some black glitter bits in here still from last year's decor. Yeah, it's kind of sparkly. But I'm gonna lay this out and then we're gonna build everything on top of it. So essentially think of this as snow. Switch out the purple candle for a red one. Now, this is polyfill. This is what you would stuff pillows with. I picked this up at, I think, Michael's, maybe Joann's, either which way, your local craft store. Because this is perfect for acting as snow. I'm gonna leave this for now. I may come back to it. I don't know yet. But right now, this works. Now you know how I feel every single time I do this. Why do you think I have like shoulders of steel?
I understand.
Jesus Christ. Okay, camera battery died, but where we're at so far is we're trying to find the best way to hide this white cord. And right now I'm settling on using my white branches that I picked up last year. So how I'm doing this, I don't know how well it's going to show up, but I have tied some white string around this and looped it into here so that this stays. I'm praying that this stays. So I'm going to do the rest of this as best as I can, and then I'll show you guys so I don't just use up my entire battery just trying to finagle this. All of the branches are now up, and that hides the white cord pretty well. The only thing I can't decide on is if it needs something else. I feel like I need like a pop of red down at the bottom, but every single thing that I can think of to do for that just doesn't seem to work. So I'm gonna leave this for now. And this isn't done yet. I still need to do the my normal little floral arrangement for my witch boots. And I might be hanging some ornaments in these two trees. But I think for right now, this is okay. And I'm gonna move on to a couple of other spots in the house. So I know I haven't spoken a lot to the camera while doing some of my decorating. It's now a few days later, obviously. It's actually my birthday. But what I have got done is I decided to do a nice little scene here with my glass present. I took out string lights and I put in RGB lighting that we can actually change colors if we want to, so that this is just on purple right now. Quick, simple little scene. You don't always have to do a lot with this kind of stuff. And up here, I just added a red candle and added some white fluff, basically polyfill, which is what you put inside pillows to kind of mimic snow. Did that down here as well with some lights underneath it to make it look like it's glistening. And I realized I had this guy in storage. Don't know if he's going to stay here, but technically it fits the theme. Also made some changes over here. Changed out the garland to match the garland that I used in the hallway. And I also added some snow back here and on top of our jack-o'-lantern, which I just realized is not on for some reason. He's normally on. So I think he might have officially died, which is unfortunate. So what I still have left to do is, this is technically a standing desk that we just have in here. Normally it becomes a decor catch-all. Sometimes I will stand here and write. Haven't done that recently. So I have that and the guest bathroom to do. And I also need to do, modify the wreath that needs to go in the front door. I need to make some changes to that, as well as do the little bouquet in my witch boots that I do every single year. That is either on the kitchen counter in front of the sink or in the coffee bar area. And I'm still trying to figure out what to do for this. Obviously this tree is here, and so are these guys, and the cauldrons that do have lights in them. So I'll probably be doing something with that. But other than that, I'm not too sure. So this might be one of those we'll see what I come up with situations. You're missing something. Yeah, that's it. Yep. Thank you so much for watching this Decorate With Me. I will say this is perhaps the brightest look that I have done in a long time. A little bit of Tim Burton, a little bit of the holiday, but it's still very much me. So thanks again for watching, and I hope you all go after whatever your dark heart desires. Blessed Yule, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, and happy holidays to all of you who celebrate any and all winter holiday this season.